Hey you guys, Coach Liz here. All right. There is one quote that Dr. Anderson often says that I really love. He often says, check yourself before you wreck yourself. And so today I want to talk about self-evaluation and how important that is to just become conscious of things that you're doing well and things that you want to improve on, and to check yourself daily on how you're doing with important things in your life. So we're going to talk today about the macro habits of health. In element 2 in your life book, Dr. Anderson goes over the core macro habits and really lets you assess where you are in your readiness scale of how ready you are to make changes in those areas, and just to self-evaluate how you're doing in those areas. So check out element 2 in your life book. I came up with a fun little thing to be able to check how you're doing with those habits. I call it the high five. And the high five is something that I like to do daily. I like to be conscious of where I am with my habits every single day so that I know what I want to improve on the next day. So let me share this with you. It's called our high five, and it's something that you can just do every night. Ask yourself, how did I do in these 5 areas of health? All right, so the first one is your sleep. Ask yourself, how am I sleeping? Am I setting a nighttime and morning routine to get better sleep? Am I really prioritizing my sleep to get that 7 to 8 hours of sleep? How about water? How are you doing with drinking your water? Are you getting at least 64 ounces of water? And maybe check yourself of other things that you might be drinking that are not helping you get to your goal, like soda, alcohol, things like that. Also, number 3 is your nutrition. How are you doing with eating your 6 small meals a day? Have you noticed that you're snacking in between meals, that you're kind of adding extra things in? Maybe your portions are too big. Maybe you're not eating to balance your blood sugar by adding a protein in every time that you eat. So ask yourself, how am I doing with my nutrition? All right, number 4 is your mindset. How are you doing with managing your stress and processing emotions? How are you doing with personal development? Are you working on improving and becoming more conscious of your habits and where you want to go with your goals? All right, and then number 5 is your movement, also known as exercise. How are you doing with exercise? Are you intentionally moving your body every day? Whether that is getting your NEAT points, meaning that you are just looking for ways to move your body, not in a formal exercise, like consciously parking farther from the store, or taking the stairs instead of the elevator, or doing some calf raises as you're brushing your teeth, just looking for ways to move your body. And are you prioritizing some movement in during the day, whether it be a 10-minute walk or a few crunches or running up and down the stairs a few times? Intentionally taking time to move your body really does a lot for your brain, and those little steps really add up. So these are your high five. And so I want to encourage you to ask yourself daily, every night, how did I do with my high five? Run through those 5 macro habits of health and recognize where things might be slipping so that you can course correct quickly, and it makes it much easier. So being intentional and conscious of our habits is one way that we keep moving forward in our health. All right, have a great week.